Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I am so sorry. I have not posted a video in at least a week. I have been so sick and so ill that I just have not been able to hardly get out of bed, much less post a video. I apologize for my voice. I'm still very stuffed up. I have a nasal infection and it just has not been my week this past week. And I don't know anything worse than being sick in the dregs of summer when it is over 100 degrees outside and you feel like crap. So anyway, but I am back. I'm so behind in my recording schedule, but I am here today and we are going to do a really quick empties video. I just want to go through, as you can see, I have a huge basket of empties that I wanted to go through and share with you my thoughts on if I liked them, if I didn't, would I repurchase, what did I think of them? So without further ado, please excuse my voice and we will go through these. So first we have April Skin. This is a Hydro Melt Cleansing Balm Makeup Remover. And I absolutely love this. I am actually on my third jar of this. I have two of these that are empty. This is absolutely wonderful. I put it on dry skin. It takes my makeup completely off, but does not make my skin feel dry. It doesn't leave my skin feeling oily. Now, I do have a double cleanse routine in the morning and in the evening. So when I'm taking my makeup off, I do the cleansing melting balm, the April Skin, to take the makeup off, and then I will do another cleanse after that just to get any extra makeup that I didn't get, any lingering dirt, oil, things like that. I have very oily skin, and so I do double cleanse, but this stuff is amazing. It's a very light citrusy orangey kind of smell that's very pleasant. And so yes to this. I'm on my third jar, so this stuff is excellent. Okay, this is the EOS Cashmere Skin Shave Butter. I really liked this. It's very thick for a shave ingredient. This is definitely a butter. This is not a lotion. This is not a cream. This is definitely a butter. It smells very nice, and it gives you a very nice close shave. I didn't have any issues with nicks or ingrown hairs when I used this. It was very smooth, very glidey, and it did work good. I did not repurchase the shave butter. I actually have a different kind that I'm using that I already had in my closet that I need to get through. But I would repurchase this if I didn't already have something that I already had. This is the Bioma Balancing Facial Mist. This stuff is amazing. The mist spray on this is chef's kiss. It is so good. You don't feel like you're getting a shower. It's so light. It's so refreshing. I use this after I double cleanse my face in the morning. It's almost like a toner. It just goes on very light, very misty, and it just soaks right into your skin. It's absolutely lovely. There's no smell to it. At least I didn't notice the smell. And just the mist itself is absolutely wonderful. It has triceramide complex probiotics and allantoin. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But it's supposed to boost your skin barrier, and I really liked it. So yes, I will be repurchasing this because I really enjoyed it. This is the Good Molecules Niacinamide Brightening Toner. I used this in the morning after the balancing facial mist. I would use some of this brightening toner with the niacinamide. I do have oily skin, and I am trying to use a lot more vitamin C in the mornings to try and brighten my skin, especially as I get older. I'm starting to notice dull skin. I did like this. It doesn't have a smell. And so there wasn't anything like that. It didn't sting. It seemed to soak into my face very nicely. Yes, I would repurchase this. I actually already have another toner that I previously had in my closet, so I will be using that. But if I did not already have that, then yes, I would repurchase this. All right, this is the Slug Boost Future Wise Hydrating Mist. So this is kind of like the Bioma facial mist, but I used this at night. So after I did my double cleanse at night, I would put this facial mist on, and I really, really liked it. It does not have slug in it. It actually doesn't even have squalene in it. It is supposed to give you an instant skin refresh. You can mist all over clean skin for a hydrating boost. It's not even telling me what's in this. From what I understand, this doesn't have squalene in it. Actually don't know what it has in it. It is vegan, and it just has pictures of little slugs on the back of it. The mist on this, the mist spray on this is excellent as well. Again, I already have something else that I'm going to be using that I already had, but I would repurchase this because I really liked it. Okay, this is the Cocoa Kind Ceramide Barrier Serum. And I really liked this. I used this at night as part of my nighttime serum routine. I try to have some sort of a skin barrier serum in my night routine so that I'm sleeping and it's repairing my skin barrier. This one by Cocoa Kind, I really liked. It absorbed into my skin very well. I would repurchase this. However, again, I do have something else that I already had that repairs the skin barrier that I'm using right now in my night routine. But if I didn't, then I would pick this one up. This is a really good product. Okay, next we have this hypochlorous acid daily facial spray. Any of the hypochlorous acid sprays are really good. Hypochlorous acid just helps with any sort of blemishes or acne. Bacne is especially good with hypochlorous acid. This is just a small little spray bottle. And I just use it after I get out of the shower, and I just spray it on my back. If I have breakouts on my back or on my chest or on my neck, on my face, if anything's breaking out there, it just helps with random breakouts and helps those go away faster. I think I got this at Five Below. But any of the hypochlorous acid sprays are great for any skin breakouts. So yes, definitely would repurchase any of those. There's a lot of brands that make a hypochlorous acid spray. So okay, this is a feminine wash by BPure with pomegranate and hibiscus extract. This is pH balanced, fragrance free, and paraben free. I got this at the Dollar Tree. I normally use Honey Pot as my feminine wash. I ran out and needed something, and so I grabbed this from the Dollar Tree, and I actually didn't mind this. It didn't really have very much of a fragrance, which is something I do not like in my feminine washes. I don't want a fragrance. And it does say that this has pomegranate and hibiscus extract in it, but you don't really smell any of those smells. And I thought it worked pretty good. And so for in a pinch, it worked great, and I used it all up. And I mean, obviously I'm not going to repurchase this particular one because now I have my Honey Pot, but in a pinch, it worked great. So this feminine wash by BPure, sure, I'd recommend it. All right, this is the Anua Heartleaf and Panthenol SPF 50 plus broad spectrum sunscreen. I liked this. It seemed to soak into my skin really well. It seemed to protect my skin really well. This is a facial sunscreen that I would put on as my last step in my skincare routine in the mornings. This has lasted me forever. It does not take very much. A little bit goes a long way. It spreads really easily and seems to cover really well. And so just this small thing, it looks like there's a lot in it, but actually there's not really anything in here at all. But this lasted me a really long time because it has really good coverage and it doesn't take a lot. Would I repurchase it? Probably not. This is my first foray into Korean sunscreen, and I think that there's better options out there. Anua is good, and this is a good product, but I think I'm going to try some other products and see if they work any better or if they have any other sunscreen plus skincare benefits in them. But this is a good one. I probably won't repurchase because I just want to see what else is out there. All right, I actually have two of these that are empty. These are the BPure Glow Up Smoothing Serums. These are from the Dollar Tree. These are supposed to be the dupes for the, oh crap, the Glow recipe. Now I don't remember. Oh well. But these are the strawberry. And for 5 quarters, they come in these glass bottles that you can repurpose and reuse if you want to. But I actually thought that the serums themselves were very nice. They have a very pleasant strawberry smell. They absorbed into my skin very nicely. I didn't have any pilling. I didn't have any issues on my skin. They didn't have any reactions to any of the other skincare that I'm using. I use these in the mornings and as part of my daytime skin routine. And it was really nice. They were really nice consistency, and I liked it. I actually have something different that I'm using right now in my skincare routine, so I have not repurchased, but you can see I went through 2 bottles, and for $1.25, it's a good option. Why not? So I would recommend. They also have a pomegranate one, peptide one, and they also have an avocado revitalizing one. I haven't tried either one of those, but I do recommend the strawberry. Okay, I have my Cetaphil Daily Facial Cleanser, normal to oily skin. This is my go-to. I've used this for years and years and years. This is normally what I will use at night. So after I use the makeup melting balm to get my makeup off, I will go in for a second cleanse with my Cetaphil and just remove any other dirt or makeup that might be on my face. This is very gentle on your skin. So if you have sensitive skin, then Cetaphil works great. It does deep clean, minimizes the appearance of pores without stripping your skin. It does have glycerin, vitamins B3 and B5. It works great. I've used this for years and never had any issues with it. It doesn't leave your skin feeling dry. I do have oily skin, but you can use this and it gets rid of the dirt and it gets rid of the oil, but it doesn't leave your skin feeling stripped. So yes, I will definitely repurchase the Cetaphil. I already have another bottle. It's one of my staples. I always have Cetaphil. Okay, so next we have bar soap. This is the Dove Shea Butter. So I started using a two-step cleansing process for my body. I start with a bar soap and then I use a body wash. Just especially in the summertime when you're putting sunscreen on your body and then dirt and then oil and then other things, I just felt like using just a body wash wasn't removing all of the sunscreen and the dirt. And so I decided that I was going to start using a bar soap and also using my body wash. And so I started using the Dove Shea Butter. And unfortunately, the shea butter started making me break out. And I was getting bad acne on my back and on my chest. And at first I didn't realize that it was the bar soap that was doing this to me. And after trial and error and trying to figure out what it was, shea butter is actually a known, what they call it, coagulant, or a known, it clogs your pores. And so I stopped using the shea butter and now I am using the CeraVe rough and bumpy skin with the salicylic acid in it to help prevent breakouts and also help clear up my skin. And so Dove is a great product for a lot of people, but for me, the shea butter bar soap made me break out. So no, I will not be repurchasing. Okay, this is a vanilla whipped body polish. I use body scrubs and body polishes after I shave. And so I will do that so that I don't get strawberry bumps or ingrown hairs after I shave my legs. This was an okay one. It kind of had a weird vanilla smell that I didn't really like all that much. It did have, let's see if you can see that. It did have bigger polishing chunks in it. It wasn't very finely milled, and so the polish in it was kind of chunky, and so it was very rough. I mean, it did the job, and it definitely exfoliated after I got done shaving. I wouldn't purchase it again. I didn't like the smell. I thought the vanilla smell was kind of weird. So I'll go with something else, but it was just a little jar. So it was worth it to try. Okay, this is the e.l.f. the Holy Hydration Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm. I did like this, but I don't like it as much as my April Skin. Where'd it go? Yeah, so I like this one way better. This one is the one I started with. This is good. e.l.f. has, their Holy Hydration is a really good line. And this one worked. It took off most of my makeup, but I found that it leaves my skin just a little bit dry and a little bit, it almost feels like it's stripped a little bit. Whereas the April Skin takes off the makeup and the oil and the dirt, and it doesn't leave my skin dry or stripped feeling. So I did use this, but I'm not going to use this anymore. I'm going to use the April Skin, as you know, because I've repurchased like 3 more jars of it. Then we have the Kopari Moisture Whipped Ceramide Cream. So I use several different moisturizers at night, and this was one of them. And it works really good. It's very thick. And I actually used this and another one of my moisturizers that's a thinner moisturizer, and I would mix them together. And then I would use that on my face before bedtime. It didn't clog up my pores. It didn't cause me to break out or anything, but it definitely does not absorb into my skin very easily and very fast. It's very thick. And so this is almost like a cream. I don't want to say it's like a mask. It's not like it's a mask, but it's very thick and very heavy. And so it doesn't, even when you push it into your skin, it doesn't absorb very well. It kind of sits on the top of your skin. And so you almost have to like get a tissue and pat it before, you know, you lay on your pillow. Otherwise it's going to like leave oil and stains on your pillow, if you know what I mean. So I'm not repurchasing this. I actually have a different moisturizer, another Korean beauty moisturizer that I'm using now at night. It's quite a bit thinner than this, and it absorbs into my skin a lot better. So if you like thick night creams, then this will definitely work for you, but it just wasn't for me. All right, this is a My Ingredients Snail Mucin, 95% Snail Mucin Serum. And this is exactly what it is. It's just a snail mucin serum. I use this at night. It's very slimy. It's very snotty feeling. But it's very nice on your skin. It goes on, it absorbs very nicely. It doesn't leave you feeling slimy or snotty because it absorbs into your skin. I don't know what it really does. I don't know that it plumps you. I don't know that it protects your skin barrier or anything like that. But I know that snail mucin, squalene, I know are good for your skin, but I just didn't really notice that this did anything. I did use it all up and it does feel nice on my skin, but I would not repurchase. I would not repurchase this. Okay, now we have Good Molecules Super Peptide Serum. I actually really liked this. This went on really light, really clean, absorbs into my skin super fast, leaves it feeling very hydrated, very plump and nice. I like the fact that there's multi-peptides in this, so very good for your skin. I used this in the morning as part of my morning skincare routine, and while I don't have this exact brand, this is Good Molecules, I do have another brand of a multi-peptide serum that I am now using. And so yes, I would repurchase this. I just don't happen to be using this particular brand. This is a good one. So if you're looking for a multi-peptide serum, then this is a good one. And I probably would repurchase. I just happen to have another brand that I'm using right now. Oh, and this is the same thing. This is a multi-peptide serum. This happens to be Skin Nutrition Botanicals. It's the same type of thing though. It's just a multi-peptide serum. This is also really good. This one is a little bit stickier. It leaves your skin feeling quite a bit tackier than the Good Molecules one does. But it does absorb into your skin. It does leave it feeling nice and hydrated. So again, multi-peptides. Again, I have another brand that I'm using right now, but any multi-peptides serum I really like. I would actually recommend the Good Molecules over the Skin Nutrition, but this one is a good one. This is a Dollar Tree brand, so it was only $1.25. So if you're there and you happen to see their multi-peptide serum, then you could grab it and try it. It's not bad. All right, then we have Hemp's lotion. This is the, what is this? It's just the Herbal Whipped Body Cream All Day Moisture. So this just must be their 100% natural hemp seed oil. It doesn't have, I know there's all kinds of different scents and flavors you can get. This one doesn't. I guess this is just the OG. I don't know. But I did use most of it. I do like to use lotion on my legs, especially in the morning. This particular one, I happen to add my own sunscreen to. I don't know why lotions don't come with sunscreen in them, but they don't. So I add my own, and then when I put it on in the morning, I can add my lotion and my sunscreen at the same time. And so that's what this one is. It was a mix of lotion and sunscreen, and I used it all up. Most of it, I could probably get a little bit out of there. Anyway, but that's what this was. I love Hemp's. Their product is always really good, and it smells really good. Then we have clarifying toner pads with witch hazel, mandelic acid, and sicca. These are another product from the Dollar Tree from Global Beauty Care. I did not care for these. And I don't know, I don't have any issues with witch hazel. I think it might be the mandelic acid because I don't have any issues with sicca either. So I think it might be the mandelic acid, but these, it almost had a burning feeling on my skin when I would use it. These are toning pads, and so I'd use it after my double cleanse, and it was very stingy, and very burny. They come in individual pads that you take out of the jar, which the jar is kind of cool. You could reuse the jar if you wanted to. But I didn't like the stinging. I don't know if, like I said, I don't usually have an issue with witch hazel or sicca, and so I'm wondering if it's the mandelic acid. I don't know that I've ever really used anything with mandelic acid, so I wonder if maybe I'm sensitive to it, but I would not, I'm not going to be repurchasing this. This did not agree with my skin. All right, then we have the Ole Henriksen Truth Serum. This is a vitamin C collagen boosted serum that I was using. And that's exactly what it is. It's a vitamin C serum that I was using on my skin. It's very nice. It smells very nice, very orangey. It did leave my skin kind of tacky and sticky. So it's a really good serum to use in the morning under your makeup because it almost acts like a sticky primer. It's a very small bottle though, so I went through it pretty fast. It does absorb into the skin very fast, very nicely, but again, it does leave that kind of sticky tackiness behind, which is nice in the morning. And obviously vitamin C for brightening, you're going to want to use that in the morning. I probably would not repurchase this just purely because I think that there's other products out there that are probably not as expensive. For just this small bottle, it was kind of expensive. And so I'm going to get my vitamin C serum somewhere else. And then, but it was good. I got this in a bundle and it was good. I did enjoy using it, but I just think it was a little expensive. So then we have the dermatology needleless serum. I really liked this. I used this at night before bed. It's got Serum technology. It's got all kinds of really good stuff in it. It absorbs so good into the skin, so light, so hydrating. It's a beautiful product. It works really well. It's a little bit expensive, but I really like it. Would I repurchase it? Yes, I would. I happen to have something else that I'm using right now as part of my nighttime skin routine. But as soon as I am done with that, then I will probably go back to this needleless serum because I really liked it. It's a really good product. Okay, then we have just a couple of makeup things. I used up my BPure Freckle pen. This is the one in light brown. These are just fun. These are just fun to have. Sometimes it's fun to just dot on a couple of freckles. This is from the Dollar Tree, so it's not anything special or like groundbreaking. Just make sure if you are going to use a freckle pen that you put some powder or something on top of it, because they will just flake off, smear off if you don't set them. But the freckle pens are fun. Lash Sensational by Maybelline. I used up a tube of that. Great mascara. I love this mascara. It's a tried and true, works every time. This one is the waterproof one. They have one that isn't waterproof, but I like this because it doesn't smudge and it comes off super easy with that April Skin Melting Balm. And then the L'Oreal Voluminous Base. This is the primer, just the white primer that goes on before, that lengthens your lashes and primes them for your mascara. So I went through these two. I already have another one of these and another one of these I'm already in the middle of using. And then last but not least, we have the Babe Original Glow Lip Mask. I love this stuff. I've gone through multiple jars of these. I use them at night. I put it on before bed and it keeps my lips plump and hydrated, and I wake up and my lips are not dry, and they don't crack, and this stuff works so good. It's almost like a Laneige sleep mask. Which I actually got a Laneige sleep mask during Amazon Prime days, and so I have that one right now that I am working through. But that one or something like the Babe Lip Mask, either one of these products is great. So would I repurchase? Yes, of course I would. I just happen to have a Laneige right now that I'm working on, but any of those products are great. You should always put on a lip mask before you go to bed. All right, and that's everything. Those are my empties and how I felt about it. Obviously, everybody's skin is different. Just because I recommend or I think these products are great doesn't necessarily mean that it'll work on your skin. So please make sure that you're thinking about your skin and what's going to work for you. These are just recommendations and things that I enjoy and that work for me. But as always, you do you and whatever makes you feel beautiful. And I hope you guys are feeling well. Please don't get sick. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. Bye.